All right, now we're at on the freeway speed. I can hear a little wind noise. Let me see if all of it's closed. Trying to see how does this sound while being recorded with me riding. I'm using the mic from my Cena to record, so hopefully this works out like I would like for it to work out. Maybe I might have to talk a little louder as well. But as you can see right now, traffic is medium, not light, it's not heavy, it's medium. But for me, if you're watching this video, I'm watching the white car up there to my right, and I'm definitely watching the truck that's in front of this little car. And that is for, I'm watching for any changes in their pattern brake lights or anything like that that may allow me to slow down ahead of time where I don't have to slam on my brakes or press on my brakes too hard. Anything now, you see as they come close to the line, that's always an issue. You recognize that and just slide over just a little bit. Also, I see this white car coming into my view. He possibly is in a rush, so not in a competition today. You can win today. I'm not gonna race you today. For me, when I look at my rearview mirrors, I need to see at least a car, my top rack that lets me know that that's the back of my bike. And if they're within that back of my bike range, I should be able to see them to my right or to my left. But for the most part, I think I'm at 80 miles an hour and moving right along pretty fast. But one thing I want to tell you guys about riding, riding is a skill that you have to hone. And the more you ride, the more you hone in on it. Because especially when you start riding cross country and you start riding different states, one of the greatest things about riding in Georgia is that you're going to get a lot of practice from a lot of people doing a lot of bullshit because a lot of people are not from Georgia. Georgia is a big old melting pot of all people, even me. I'm from California, but I'm here in Georgia. But the great thing about me is that learning how to drive in California, it makes me a better driver in Georgia. Not that California is all of that, but if you've ever driven to California, nothing but total traffic, chaos, fast cars, the whole 9 yards, which is probably the same for New York, um, maybe even Chicago. Most of your big places like that, your big states, big cities, big states, um, driving is a little bit more. Georgia is now getting to the point where it is so crowded that it's becoming, almost like California. It's not all as bad as California, but it's getting there. I'll give it another 2 years, and this will be probably worse, equal or worse than California, because it's getting too congested. They're building houses and apartments every chance you get, and it's just getting too many. It's just getting crowded, man. The highway infrastructure was not built for the amount of traffic that these freeways are taking on, and the amount of people that are on these highways. It wasn't built for that. So it is getting very, very congested in Georgia. Now, see, when I see brake lights in front of me like that, I don't hit my brake. I just let off the gas and let the bike start slowing itself down. When he hit his brakes, I get off the gas. That's one thing, a technique that I've taught myself. I stay far away enough so that I can at least let the bike uh, try to start slowing down. Also, if you got people behind you and they're not listening to their radio and they're paying attention as we ride in a group, then they will hear my deceleration in my pipes or the acceleration, like you guys. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but you listen for all of those things, especially when you're riding in a group. When you're doing group riding, it is so important. It's so imperative to understand that. Okay, and so I'm still working my way through traffic. I'm waiting on to get to the carpool lane, and I can jump in there and really get going. Now I'm averaging between 70 and 80. Of course, the speed limit is, I believe, 65, maybe 70. But we're in the construction zone, so it's probably down to 55. Most of the time, they don't really bother motorcycles. going that fast. I mean, you got to be going extremely fast for the most part to get pulled over. But every now and then you have a regular asshole. And the speed limit is a speed limit, so there is no denying that. Like it just says 60. So I am speeding according to the law. So I mean, that's just what it is on a motorcycle. It's almost hard to say that on a motorcycle you never want to be doing the speed limit because it's not gonna be a good thing for you to be doing the speed limit on a motorcycle. You always have to almost be going faster than traffic, almost. Um, but anyway, everything is fine. I got the green truck up ahead. I got the brown truck in my right lane, the green truck all the way over to the right. I'm looking for any brake lights ahead of me so I can start slowing down and prepare. I'm also noticing I'm in a construction zone, so that means the roads may change. Um, all these different things you got to be aware of. So right now I'm driving all of these cars that are in front of me, and I'm driving them at a safe enough distance to where whatever happens, I can either slow down or make whatever necessary changes. I'm also aware of every car behind me right now. It's a black car with a nice looking grill, cool little lights I should be able to keep up with. So as long as that car is behind me and I don't see anything else, and I know basically my safety zone is pretty much intact. I got enough room behind it. It's not too close to me, and I'm not too close to the truck in front of me. Um, and again, as traffic kind of slows down or kind of bunches up, I kind of just get off the gas. And right now, I'm riding in sixth gear. You always want to make sure you're right. Well, when you're traveling, you're riding in sixth gear. Well, for my bike, sixth gear is what they call a traveling gear or riding gear or whatever. So it's not a real aggressive gear. Not like if I was in fourth or fifth, I hit it and I go straight to speed. But it gives me just enough to digress and egress as I need to. Um, and the main thing is I'm staying off of my brakes. I'm letting the bike speed up, slow down, and do whatever it needs to do on its own. So we pretty much on point with that. Um, other than that, I'm just enjoying the ride. I really hope y'all can hear me on this thing, and I really hope this thing works, because that was the purpose of me upgrading to get this particular camera because of the connection. It makes it a lot easier for me to do videos and talk to you guys. Brake lights is on, brake lights is on. Come off the gas. They stayed on, so I started hitting the gas, but I'm noticing the traffic to my right. Brake lights, everybody's slowing down. It's a freeway merge or freeway change. So always gonna have congested areas in that at any time when you're in that scenario. So always be prepared for that. So um, other than that, the freeway is opening up. Look like I'm almost to my carpool lane, and we finna get it. It's also a beautiful morning here. It's supposed to rain, so I'm trying to actually beat the raindrops to head down to the state line to play my lottery. It's just a place I love to go play. Plus today give me a little peace of mind to get out the house a little bit. All right, carpool lane. If you don't know, all motorcycles are allowed in carpool lanes. Not express lanes, but carpool lanes. So far, the camera looks like it's holding up to the wind. We're almost at 100 miles an hour. So at 100 miles per hour. Camera is still. I love my mount, man. My mount from Track Mounts. It is the shit. Anyway, we're gonna ride it out. Let me turn on my waves so I know where the damn police at. All right, y'all. So I'm in a carpool lane for the most part. I'm safe. I got the wall to my left. So I really don't have to worry about traffic coming in to my left. My rear is clear, and up ahead is clear. I got the one or two, I got the cars that I'm watching to my right. I got my Waze app on alerting me of the police, but I'm down to 90 now. I'm doing 90 now, slow down a little bit. So, all right, we're gonna see how this thing sound. Hope it wasn't a waste of money. Hope you guys have heard everything I've said so far. One thing, like I said, I know now I'm gonna have to make sure that I speak up so that I know for sure. I don't want to be yelling into the microphone or into the camera, but I definitely want to make sure I'm speaking up. So, um, it is what it is. This is what you call light traffic or light road conditions. All right, y'all. I'll be back.